construction, day 168.
It feels like 1,168 to Will and I.
That is true.
It was a long week, and we're glad that it's Saturday. We do have 3 or 4 things we have to do tomorrow that involves the house in Dumageddon, so we're going to be up and out, but we won't be up on the site. But it's been a long week for sure. Our granite got delivered today, so we'll show you just a real short video of how that granite was delivered.
Take a look at, guys. This is how they delivered our granite on a scooter. Can you believe that? There's 7 guys gonna offload this big granite, and it's really heavy. And take a look at this vehicle. This is how they deliver. That's one big piece. Very heavy. Wow, they're struggling to offload this big piece. It's very, very heavy. They have the small piece up in a site already. So we offload it here. It's because if this scooter chariot, I think they call them chariot, if they try to go up there, it's gonna tip over.
Only in the Philippines. Can't believe it. I mean, that's a pretty expensive piece of granite on a chariot, I think they call it. And he didn't even have power enough to get up our hill heading to the house. And he said if he attempted to go up the hill that he would tip over. So I don't know how many hours it took him to get here, because when he was coming up the mountain, we could hear that chariot, and you know, I ran down there. That's how long I could hear him coming, and he was going about 3 miles an hour up the mountain, literally 3 miles an hour. So it takes about 45 minutes by my truck. So I'm going to say it took him 4 hours to get here. I don't know. It was a long time, because we were wondering what was going on, because they told us at 9 a.m. they were on their way. And, you know, I'm sure they stopped for lunch, but they left about 9. They didn't get here to 2. So that's 5 hours. So I guess with an hour lunch, 4-hour travel to literally go about maybe 15 miles.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think here to the granite store is more than 15 miles. I mean, maybe 20.
Yeah.
So let's call it a 4-hour trip for 20 miles. We had one hell of a time getting that larger piece up here. There were 7 of us. I pitched in, and it's all uphill coming up to the house, and the driveway is all, you know, rock and dirt. So we had a hell of a time getting it up here. But as you can tell, it's right there behind us. I'm gonna sit here all weekend and guard it. So it's sitting here, it's looking good. It is a real beautiful granite, or granite as they call it here in the Philippines. It's like glass. It literally is like white glass. So we'll see how it will cut, and we're gonna cross our fingers. Talking to the foreman, he's gonna put a rounded edge on it, as well as cut the one piece for going around the stove, and then of course the sink, which is the big cut. So the foreman was looking at it, and he said to me, he goes, "I've never seen granite like this before." I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "No, I've never seen anything like this. This is the first time I've ever seen, you know, pure white like that." I mean, it doesn't even look like granite. It just looks like, can't even explain it. I'll try to zoom in on it in our update. But what we're going to do is, it's 4:30 p.m. The guys left at 3:30. We've been sitting here just not wanting to get up because I'm telling you, we're exhausted. We're just totally exhausted. Poured some more cement, did some more cement work, did some more grouting, some more sealing. Wilma's been keeping up with cleaning the floors. And I'll just turn here real quick. I mean, look at the floors. She's keeping it really, really clean. And it's almost impossible with all the traffic. So there was no window guys here today. I guess it's a union job. So they only work Monday through Friday. I didn't know that. So I was told they'll be back on Monday. I don't know if they'll finish on Monday, but back up on the work site to continue with the glass. We're really looking forward to getting the glass all in so we can lock all the doors. Because what's happening is, and what we're finding out, we're getting some local dogs showing up and they're doing their business on our walls and on the cardboard boxes and things like that. So what we've been doing is doing our best to put all the boxes alongside the walls. But we come in the morning and they're urinating on the inside the house. So maybe that's a little bit of TMI, too much information, but that's just a little bit of frustration that we're dealing with. So we're looking forward to getting this sealed and locked up, and then we'll feel much more comfortable about having it secure, and specifically animals. So what we're going to do is just go down to the bottom of the work site and just do a quick walk and talk, Wilma and I together, and just show you some updates. Then we're going to wrap up the week, and it's going to be a 3 Tylenol night, and lights out 9 p.m. We'll get you guys some updates. All right, so just as we're starting to shoot the video, the wind kicked up. So I'll try to talk a little loud. But we cleaned up a lot of this today. And if you remember, there was a lot of steel and wood in here. So Janelle started working on that today, getting that out. He was able to complete, and you can see the snap line. So he did a real good job of keeping the line nice and straight with all the rock. Remember how deep that was? I mean, literally that's 12 inches of stone there. So that looks good. So the big conversation today was, do we go with a swing gate or a roller gate? And to be honest with you, it's going to come down the price because we're basically at a budget. But we may go with a roll gate. Now, the contractor suggested going all the way to here and not do a post there. But I believe I measured this. And, that's one thing I want to mention to you guys. When you look at this, you say, how far do you think that is from there to there? And you're going to say, I think it's 12 feet. It's 21 feet. From there to there is 21 feet. So we measured it earlier today. So this camera does not do distance as well. So I don't know if I want a 21-foot gate, not to mention the price. But there's going to be a hell of a motor just to move it, or Wilma to move it every time we come in and out, right? 21-foot gate, you can do it? All right. So maybe we'll make it out of paper mache. But nice job here. So happy about that. This whole area here is, just under construction, is just one big mess. Here, Janelle's going to start on Monday and do one more flattening of this, and they got some work to do on this side too. So we got this side going good, but he's going to bring dirt down from here. And then I was trying to do it today, but wasn't able to get out of here. And there was supposed to be a subscriber show up today, and I was waiting for him, and gentleman didn't show. So I'm going to have to go down on Monday and order probably 4 truckloads of stone. And hopefully we've had some dry weather here for a few days in a row. So when it's dry like this, the trucks can back up no problem. But I want to get 4 truckloads of clean gravel down here, because this is the worst possible dirt for a driveway. So we want to get a nice heavy coat of clean gravel, and then start packing it down and start talking about driveway. So we'll walk up here. Nothing's been going on over here at all. So the pool, there was 3 guys today working the pool. And can you see the water feature? Let me zoom in. We had a viewer suggestion, and I'm sorry that I forgot your first name. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. It's been a long 168 days. Or should I say 1,168.
Felt like it.
So remember we said we were going to do this all blue? Well, viewer said, hey, why don't you just repeat what you did here? Let me take the zoom out. Why don't you repeat the line that you have in the side of your pool, as well as that same line in the bottom of the pool? Why don't you repeat it on the water feature? So we did the 2 layers of blue, 1 mosaic, 1 top of blue. We like it. So thank you for that suggestion, and we made it happen. I think it looks really good. The steps start on Monday, so we measured one more time today, and each step will be 8.5 inches. So that's good. That's a good size step. So we did all those measurements today. As you can see, we did a lot of cleanup here. There's the windows. You can see it is reflective. I had a viewer comment say, you know, these are reflective glass. This is not reflective glass, but it does have some reflective characteristics. Now I can see inside just a little bit, but not much. Now the reflective glass you can't see in at all. But you can see that all this mess has been cleaned up, so that's good. That took a few hours. You can see this area has also been cleaned up, and this is getting poured on Monday. So right where the house ends, a 4-inch pad, it's going to go right to the bottom of that white trim. That's where the concrete will be. So they're going to run a snap line from this bottom of the white door and come across at that level, and then just follow level back. So that gets poured on Monday. Take a look at what I've been messing with. Messing with another little project. So I'm not saying the color is great. I like the brown color, but what I did was I just messed it around with the concrete and just throwing some brown grout. This is the same brown grout that we have in the master bedroom. So we poured it and worked it, and then I said to Janelle, have you ever stained cement before? And he didn't even know what staining cement was. So I said, well, let's do it together. So I started throwing some down here. We let it sit, and then we put a real heavy coat of sealer. So you can still see it's not wet, but as a matter of fact, it's completely dry. But this is 4 inches thick. I went down to the hardware store the other day and bought a drain. It's got a 2-inch drop with a 2-inch elbow, and then a 3-inch run of pipe that goes down about 6 feet, pitched actually pretty hard. So it'll run the water right down, and then of course down Niagara Falls there. And this is also pitched 1 inch. So what we did was we did nylon lines as a crisscross. I'm starting to get good at this. And we position the drain 1 inch lower than the snap lines. So then when we poured the cement, this was up all the way around 1 inch, and it all pitches on all 4 sides. So this is going to be our outside shower. There's the water line, and we already bought the shower, and it'll be attached up here. So that was one of my projects today. And I think it was about 150 degrees Fahrenheit when I was working this cement today. So I hope that SPF 50 works. How's the back of my neck look?
Red.
Looks red? All right. So more windows. Really not much to show inside today as I pop off my shoes. But I do want to show you this white granite. I mean, it's just, I can't explain it. It just looks like white glass. So here's the edges. And you can, it's just, it even sounds like glass. So it's a real nice piece. We hope it works out. You guys knew I was worried about that. Really, the only other thing I want to show you is we have lights. Now there's still a center light needs to be put in, but the way these lights work is you turn them, you turn off and on. You can see that's like daylight. Off, on, it's like 50-50, and then off and on, and it's like an amber light. So there's 3 different positions. So they got 4 working. The center one has not been punched through yet. They started working on the vanity today. And in here, the same thing. Do you want to do the lights real quick? Let's make sure they work. So it's like a daytime, and then it's like a mid-range, and then it's like an amber. So not bad. And you can see there's the electrical for the middle light. So that's the update for today. And it's the end of a work week.
Long week.
And it's definitely a long week. And we're not going to bore you with any other updates. They were just doing some painting. They did get the master bedroom painted, completed. So let me show you that real quick. So it came out pretty good. They did more touch-ups all the way around. And working, this corner wasn't done yesterday, and you guys know this area here wasn't done, so they got that done. And they were also had a second guy starting to work in here. So this vanity, which is the same type, it's just larger. So they started working on that today, getting all the holes drilled and get ready to attach the lavatory. And there's the sink right there. So coming from Darwin, Negros Oriental, Philippines, this is the end of today's update. We're going home and getting some dinner, and we're gonna watch some Netflix tonight, right?
Yes.
All right, I want a real good meal tonight.
We'll see what that.
Chooks to go.
Chook to go.
Chooks to go and rice. That's dinner of champions.
That's sad.
Yeah, that is
From
sad.
steak to choke to go.
Yeah, that's true. Can't get a good steak in the Philippines.
No.
All right, talk to you guys later.